G'day you mob, how's it going? Welcome to this episode of Pete vs Plants. I am Pete and the plants will be here shortly. I promise I haven't killed a baby. It's my daughter's toy. She calls these bubbas and yeah, kind of leaves them all over the place. These are the creepiest things, man. They're always some Child of the Corn kind of thing going on, right? Do 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 do. Anyway, all right. So we got rid of her. So it's Wednesday. I can hear noises and I'm like, is that my daughter waking up? No, it's the neighbor's dog. So it's a Wednesday and I love Wednesdays now. They're almost my favorite day of the week, I think, because if you've purchased anything the week before, on any of those days, people tend to hold off sending them until Monday, which means that everything usually arrives on a Wednesday. So I have 2 parcels here and I just realized that I haven't actually blacked out the addresses on them. Okay, address is blacked out, but yeah, so, oh, and by the way, that light just didn't randomly flick on. My wife has snuck behind and gone to do something down the hallway. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, things tend to arrive on a Wednesday, right? So I had some other things that arrived earlier today, but I was like, do I include these? It's a bit boring, but I'll show you anyway, just for the sake of it, now that we have a few extras. So I grabbed some containers from, I think it was from Amazon. I'll chuck the information up on the screen, but I've grabbed these because 1, they're plastic, but 2, they just look like absolutely beautiful non-drainage vessels that I can use for things with pawn or leca. With pon or leca. There's nothing on my mind, guys. Get out of it. So I decided to grab these and give these a whirl. I've done this recently with a lot of different vessels, going to places like Kmart and the supermarket, and if I see that they're on sale, they tend to be like $3 to $6. And so I have got my hands on a few and I'm going to try them out in the near future. I think the plant hobby has definitely shown me just how often a decent container comes in handy. So yeah, I think that might be something worth noting, guys. If you want good vessels to put your plants in, you may not want to go to thrift stores because I found that the prices there are quite often on par or more expensive than, say, going to, you know, a supermarket or to Kmart, for instance. I tried to find some glass vessels, and at Kmart I found large glass vases for like $2 each. Maybe there was some for like $10. And then when I went and had a look at a thrift store, they were like $20, and I'm just like, how does that work? They just slap a random price on it, I think. Anyway, I'll put these away. I also grabbed a humidifier which arrived today. So I wanted to get another one to chuck in the office. So I've got one here in the lounge room and I wanted to put one in the office just to, again, put it on auto and have it sitting at about 65% in case the humidity does drop lower. It is kind of a weird one. It has like auto settings, but they're already preset and you can't adjust the percentage. It's just like if you leave it on mist 1, it'll stick at about 50%. If it's mist 2, it'll be 50 to 70%. If it's mist 3, it'll be 30% and below. And I'm like, how did you come up with these rules? Anyway, so I'll show you some footage on screen of that, but that is currently sitting in my office and I'm just sort of testing it out. It's a completely different brand from the other one that I've got. So anyway, let's get into one of these parcels. And it was a weird one today where the blue one here arrived probably about lunchtime, which is sort of normal, maybe in the early afternoon. And this one just arrived about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes ago. And it's like, it's 8:40 at night. So I don't know if it was delivered to the wrong address or something, but yeah, weird. Australia Post doesn't usually have 2 deliveries in a single day, so I'm not sure what happened there, but either way, it's here now. All right, so I'm not sure what this is. I should have a few plants coming this week, but all right, what are you? You know what it is? Ah, sick. It's funny, sometimes I just forget, right? Like you'll order it on a Monday and the person will be like, oh, I can't send it this week, so I'll send it, you know, next week. And then by the time next week rolls around, you haven't spoken to the person, you haven't thought about the thing that you bought, and then it finally arrives and you're like, oh, that's right. So, okay, okie dokie. I actually thought it was something else. I've got another thing coming. But It's actually not what I had in my head until I pulled it out. And I was like, wait a second, that's not Aurea. So this is a mint variegated Laniata. So Monstera adansonii Laniata. And I've forgotten the exact amount that I paid for this, but it came up in, I don't think it was auctioned. I think it was just a set straight sale price in the groups, but I'll try and find the amount and put it up on the screen for you guys. But I kind of just wanted another one to add to the collection. I've got a bunch of Laniatas, and they're probably my favorite Adansonii. I just really like the growth structure, the way that it looks as it grows, and I think they size up pretty large pretty quickly. But this one, I don't have this mint variegation. I have just the standard Albo. I wouldn't mind an Aurea, although I'm not sure if I've seen those around or not. I'm assuming that they're definitely a thing, but I haven't seen any, at least off the top of my head, I haven't seen any subspecies Laniata Aurea ones for sale. Okay. So, and this is interesting. Looks like it has reverted at the tip here. So here's what it looks like. It is a whole bunch of different nodes, obviously, so I'm probably just going to chop this up almost immediately, and I might chuck it into the aeroponics unit. So I'll leave the aeroponics videos up here above, but that is effectively the best way that I've seen for propagating pretty much anything that is like a cutting this size. So yeah, I guess I love this mint variegation. It's so nice. So when this gets large, I think it'll be phenomenal. But I might chuck this in a little container here to keep it upright and put it to the side. Now the next one I think is an Anthurium. Now I told you guys that I've got a problem, or I'm gonna have a problem now with Anthuriums. It may not be, it's a bit heavier than I was expecting, but we'll have a look. Definitely got an Anthurium coming this week. Jesus, they definitely do a good job taping it up. While we're on the topic, do you guys know they're making a second Goonies movie? How awesome is that? I absolutely loved that movie when I was a kid. Oh man, The Goonies, what an epic movie. And yeah, I can't believe they're making a second one. I really hope they have the original characters in it somehow, whether they're the parents of the kids or whatever. Maybe, you know, it's set in the same place and the parents decide they want to catch up and have their kids meet each other or something. I would love, love, love to have it with the original cast. If you haven't seen The Goonies, guys, go check it out. It is amazing. Chuck, do the truffle shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle. Come on, guys.
First, you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it!
I think even Family Guy made fun of this, like, yes, making fun of childhood obesity. All right, so this sucks a little bit. This is an example of why you probably want to tape things down a little bit in transit. So the plant is sitting on its side and it has come out of its little harness here. So I'm just going to lift it straight out. Fortunately, everything is in one piece. And as you can see, this is a Syngonium. I'm not sure the species, but it's an Aurea variegated one. I've wanted one of these for quite a while. I've got a Fantasy, which I think is stunning, and I'm so glad. I love Aurea variegation, especially on the kinds of plants where you don't end up having the leaves brown instantly. But yeah, if you guys pack things like this and you chuck a harness on, put tape over the top of it and connect the harness to the cup, because when things do move around, it'll just slip out. But fortunately here, it has made it in one piece. Now I'm gonna save this fluff, because this fluff, I don't know where people get it from. I reckon they just shove it out of their pillows, pull it out of their pillows and just, you know, like, ah, yeah, we'll use that. But I normally save the bubble wrap and the fluff like this for when I send plants off to other people that I sell them to. So I think, what am I gonna do? I'll take the fluff out of here. And clean up. Yeah, so I've got an Anthurium coming. I think that's it for, oh no, there's two, I've got another 2 plants coming actually. God, I can't help myself, can I? But I bought apparently 4 plants over the last 2 weeks, and yeah, they're coming this week. So I think there should be 2 more coming tomorrow. But yeah, I guess that's probably it for this video, guys. You'll have to let me know which is your favourite out of these two. Do you like a Monstera adansonii variegated one, or are you more of a Syngonium variegated fan? They are definitely both beautiful plants. They'll definitely look a lot better too once they're out of the cups here and growing well. I might just open this up. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Don't forget to check out this video up here, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next December video. You know what I mean. See ya.